She thought she had finally escaped her toxic past until the night her roommate's phone lit up with a message meant for her. As I sat in the dimly lit cafe, sipping my coffee and staring out the window at the rain-soaked streets of Ravenswood, I couldn't shake the feeling that my life was about to change. The sound of the rain pattering against the window was soothing, but it couldn't drown out the nagging sense of restlessness that had been growing inside me for weeks. I had been working at the local bookstore for years, but lately, the thrill had worn off, and I felt like I was just going through the motions. Just as I was starting to get lost in my thoughts, a letter arrived, slipped onto the table in front of me with a soft, deliberate movement. The envelope was cream-colored, with my name, Amelia Gray, scantily scribbled in a handwriting I didn't recognize. The paper felt expensive, and the texture sent a shiver down my spine. I looked around the cafe, but the patrons were all engrossed in their own worlds, oblivious to the mysterious missive that had just landed in front of me. With a sense of trepidation, I opened the envelope and pulled out the letter. The words danced across the page in elegant script. Dear Amelia, I know about your past. Meet me at the old clock tower on the outskirts of town at midnight if you want to learn more. Yours, a friend. The words seemed to reverberate through my mind, leaving me breathless and confused. What past? What did this stranger know? And why the secrecy? I felt a shiver run down my spine as I read the letter again, trying to decipher any hidden meaning. As I sat there, frozen in thought, the cafe began to fade away, and I was transported back to a time I had tried to forget. Memories of Alessandro, my ex-boyfriend, and the night that changed everything flooded my mind. The guilt, the shame, and the fear came rushing back, and I felt like I was drowning in the emotions. But I wasn't that person anymore. I had moved to Ravenswood to escape the pain and start fresh. I had built a new life here with new friends and a new job. I was Amelia Gray, not the girl who had made a mistake and paid the price. I took a deep breath and pushed the memories away, focusing on the present. Who was this mysterious letter writer, and what did they want? The clock tower was an abandoned ruin, a hangout for teenagers and vandals. Why would anyone want to meet me there? As the rain outside intensified, I felt a shiver run down my spine. I had to know more. I folded the letter and tucked it into my pocket, my mind racing with questions and scenarios. I would go to the clock tower, of course. I had to know what this stranger knew. But as I stood up to leave, a figure caught my eye, standing just outside the cafe, watching me with an intensity that made my skin crawl. I felt a jolt of fear as our eyes met, and then they turned and vanished into the rain-soaked night. I was left standing there, wondering if I had just imagined the whole thing. But I knew I hadn't. Someone was watching me, and I was about to find out why. As the clock strikes midnight, Amelia makes her way to the old clock tower, her heart racing with anticipation and fear. Will she find answers, or walk into a trap? Will she uncover the truth about her past, or will it remain a secret forever?